I will be posting a video soon about the progress that I've made with Daisy. Hi everyone, so in my last video we showed you how we got Daisy to step up onto our hands and the things that we tried that didn't work and things we tried that did. And I had actually had a consultation with Jamie from Bird Tricks, and one of the things we talked about was how I could get her to step up in the cage, but once I took her out it was a complete different story and she would get scared and fly, and most of the time she would just crash. So what she recommended to me was that we needed to have more positive interactions with her outside the cage, even if it was for 1 to 2 minutes, and then put her back, because you don't want your bird to be out for hours at a time getting into things and being scared and having to be chased around. So what I would do was I would take her out of the cage, and instead of putting her on a perch or something, I would just hold her in front of the door, and then I would put her right back. So she was just eating on my hand, and then I would try to increase the amount of time that I did it. And then technically she was having positive experiences outside of the cage while sitting and eating on my hand. So after doing that for a little while and she was used to that, then I would slowly take her out and move her around a little bit, and then I would place her on top of the cage like you just seen me do. And at this point in time she is used to it, and I don't have the exact first time of them doing it on film. So I would just put her on top of the cage like this, and then she was not comfortable flying to me yet. She was not comfortable being outside on top of the cage. She would kind of pace back and forth a little bit. So then I would put my hand up on the cage like I would do inside, and just have her step up. And then if she'd step up, then I'd put her back down on top of the, obviously with treats, and then I'd put her back down on top of the cage, and we would just do this over and over again. So I'd have her practice stepping up on and off the cage, and then after doing it 4 or 5 times, then I would put her directly back into the cage. So no flight training yet, no nothing. She's just getting used to stepping up, being outside of the cage, and all of that. So after she built her confidence a little bit and being outside of the cage got easier for her, I started just backing my hand a little bit away from her. So she had to do this sort of like hop. And then I would increase the distance that she had to do it. And then eventually it turned into her flapping her wings just a little bit. And then she got more confident in doing that, and then we increased it to her flying to me all the way. So that's what you want to do with a bird that's not confident in flying, that crashes. You're going to want to start with it just a step up, then you're going to want them to just do this sort of like hop and then, which is really cute, and then you want to increase the distance, so they'll have to flutter their wings just a little bit, and then they will eventually be able to fly to you. As you can see in this video, I am using a treat to lure her to me, and you can use treats to get them to do a behavior at first, but you'll want to phase it out because they're not actually being trained, they're just following the treat around. So you'll want to make sure that you phase that out, because then they won't do it permanently, and if you try to do it later without the treat, they won't come to you. So you can even use a target stick to target them to fly to you and then give them a treat. Now in this video, compared to the last one you just seen, we had moved them into this room, which is now the bird room, and out of my bedroom. They're both way more confident and doing target training and everything way better now, because we had been doing this for a while. So Skylar is really easy to target in and out of the cage, and Daisy will come to me with and without the target stick. So I'm just really trying to work on target training with her, because it's really important that you do that, because it makes such a difference going from just luring them to using the target stick. And I can't stress it enough. You just can't, understand until you try it for yourself. But it's really important too, because if they ever do get outside, you can just target them back. I don't want you guys to think that this was all easy peasy. I am showing you the video where they've already learned how to do this, so I did have to have a lot of patience and work really hard. And we will still be posting updates on training and taming. When you have a bird, training is always a continuous thing. You never really ever stop conditioning them to things and training them. That's just part of it. And I'm super excited for all the videos I have to come. And we'll see you in our next video. Bye.